Hi y'all, and welcome back to Robin's Recipes. I've recruited a cameraman today, and I'm this way instead of this way, so we'll see how this goes. Listen, we went to the orchard last week and we bought a bunch of apples. So today I am going to make a baked apple fritter. Now, I've never tried this recipe before. A friend of mine sent it to me, so we're going to do this together, okay? So let's get started. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 cups of flour into my bowl. Okay, I'm going to mix all my dry ingredients. 1/4 cup of sugar. I got 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. All right, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon going in. Y'all let me know how this cameraman does. I don't know if he's going to get a full-time job or not. And then I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and the recipe doesn't call for it, but I did 1/4 teaspoon of cloves because I just like the flavor of cloves and apples and all. Okay, that's my dry ingredients, and I'm going to set that aside, okay? Let me get rid of all this stuff here. All right, now, let me mix up my wet ingredients. And I hope this bowl is big enough. It will be. All right, my wet ingredients is 1/2 cup of milk. Okay. And then we're going to do 2 room temperature eggs. Look at these gorgeous eggs, y'all. These come from my hubby's chickens. And see, I always crack it in the bowl. And see, I got a little something I don't like in this. So let me get that out. I'll take a little teaspoon. Get these. It's like a little speck. Two little specks. So let me get those out. That's why I always like to crack my eggs in a separate. All right, we got one more egg. That one is beautiful. All right. And then I got 2 tablespoons of butter, melted. Just 2 tablespoons. And we're going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla, which you know a cap is usually a teaspoon. Whoops. Extra. All right. Now we're going to mix this all up. Like I said, I probably could have got a little bit bigger bowl, but that's okay. Yeah, we love apple fritters. My husband especially likes apple fritters, don't you?
I do.
And so we're going to see what we come up with. But we don't want to fry them, so we want to try to bake them today. All right, now that's my wet ingredient. So now I'm going to set that aside. Now we got to work on my apples here a minute. This recipe calls for 2 to 3 medium apples. Well, this I'd call a medium apple. This I'd call an extra large. So I'm going to use these 2. And so I'm going to peel those real quick with my antique peeler here. Well, let me turn it around. And I'm going to, I got my chopper here to chop these in little teeny cubes. I've got my oven preheating to 350. And these are supposed to bake for 15 to 18 minutes. Now I will put the recipe down in the description for you, as I always do. I've never made this before. It looks good. My friend sent it to me, so I said, I need some apple recipes. I've got all these apples, and I need something to do with them. Okay, so we got those peeled. We'll save that for the chickens. The chickens will love those. Now, I got my chopper here. Let me get a bowl here for my apples. Oh, I don't need a bowl. You know why I don't need a bowl? Because my chopper has a dandy little tray that catches this stuff. All right, so I'm going to chop my apples. And I'm just going to chop it into little cubes. See how small those cubes are? This chopper is really good. Well, that piece is too big. I always have some trouble somewhere. Right, this is what my apples are looking like. Okay? So, let me get this other apple chopped, and I'm going to come right back. Now, wait a minute now. I'm instructing him because I don't want him to lose the video. Hold on. Yes. All right, y'all. I got all my apples chopped. Put that over there. See there, that was a lot of apples. That's what those apples did. Okay. All right. Now we got our dry ingredients, and we're going to add our wet ingredients to it. All right. And we're going to get this, mix it up just until it's incorporated. Making a little batter. Like I said, I've never made this before. So this batter might be a little thick because it just tells you to spoon it out onto a parchment paper lined baking sheet and mound it up into little mounds like a fritter, size of a fritter. So the batter would have to be somewhat thick to hold the shape. I'm assuming. We'll see. All right. Yeah, the batter's pretty thick. And now all I got to do is put my apples to it. That's a lot of apples going in this little bit of batter. I'm going to do it a little bit at a time. Let me incorporate these first. Wow. I might not put all these apples, y'all. That seems like an awful lot of apples. I don't know. Got a lot of dough up under here. Batter. I'm going to put the rest of it. We're going to go for it. What do you think, Mr. Cameraman? You got an opinion? Y'all going to have to let me know how y'all think he's doing. If he's going to get fired or not after his first video. A lot of apples in this. All right, looks pretty incorporated, doesn't it? Looks like I got it all pretty much mixed together. All right, hold right there. Now, oh, I'm trying to get a little spray because I'm going to spray. Let me get this out the way. Here's my baking sheet lined with parchment paper. And I'm going to try to spray this little scoop I got here so my batter might not stick. And we're going to try to scoop this out and see how this works. Oop. This is supposed to make 12. Maybe I might have made that one too big. Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit off of this one. How many is that? 6, 7, 8. Yeah, these are a little bit too big, y'all. They need to be more about that size. But we're going to go with them like that. I probably got 3 left in here. So that'd be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Let me scoop. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. See, this is the stuff you got to do. That nothing's perfect in cooking. I'm going to take a little bit off of this one. The rest of them look pretty good. I'm going to give that one a little bit of a haircut. All right, there you go. We got 6, 7, 8 going in the oven, and I'm going to fix a little pan with another 2. And when they come out the oven, I'll bring you back. Look, y'all. Look at these beauts. Don't they look good? And how many have I got here? I got 12. So it did work out to have 12. And they're big. And my husband wanted one, but I told him no, I had to put the glaze on first. So anyway, we're going to make a real quick glaze. I got 1 cup of sifted powdered sugar. And I always like to sift mine because it gets lumpy. Now, I'm going to put a half a teaspoon of vanilla in here. Just a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. And 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk. And do that a little bit at a time because you can always add, but you can't take it out. But you know, if you make a mistake and it gets too soupy, then you can just add some more powdered sugar. I hear a little doggy wanting a treat. Alright, let's put that last little bit. This is going to take 3 tablespoons. She is wanting that treat in that pantry. Alright, got the glaze going here. I had to add a little bit of water to my ice in here to thin it out a little bit. I think it needs a little more thinning. Hold on a minute, y'all. Put a little more milk in it. Because this is supposed to be a glaze, not an icing. Oh, slinging it everywhere. So that's the thing with fixing this. You just gotta get it to the consistency that you want it. That's just about it. All right. Now I'm going to take my fritters. I'm going to glaze them. I might be better off doing it like this. I'm going to go back and spread all this out once I get it on here. let's see if I can do this. They might not be as pretty as the ones that I saw, but they're probably and hopefully going to taste as good. The looks has nothing to do with the taste. There we go. They look pretty good. What y'all think? Give that one a little bit more. This one a little bit more. Add plenty of glaze. And there you have it, y'all. Baked apple fritters. Guess what? There's only one thing left to do. Let me get rid of all this. What you think? They look pretty good, don't they? All right. Let's try one. Hold on just a minute. Let me get a little saucer here. How's that look? Honey, would you like the first bite or you want me to take it?
You go ahead.
Oh, that killed him to say that. Let's see. Mmm. Can you see it? These are good. Plenty of apple. Mmm. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for sharing my videos. Let me know about the videographer. Let me know if you think I should hire him or he's going to get fired after his first gig. So, anyway, thank you for letting me be a part of your day and let me into your home, taking your time to watch my videos. I appreciate it so very much. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on Robin's Recipes. Bye-bye.